Hey Taurus, I hope you guys are doing great today. I did a longer read last week for the last 2 weeks of September, but I got a lot of people requesting some more information about this Mercury retrograde. Yes, it's going to be a powerful one. So I figured I would just slip in an extra little reading at, now before we get into October to just address this Mercury retrograde that's happening on the 27th. It's going to be at a post-shadow, but by the beginning of November. A lot of people are asking how long this is going to last. So you have Mercury retrograde hanging in your 6th house, okay? And it's going to be squaring Pluto in the 9th house. What does that mean? Pluto is all about transformation and change. 9th house has to do with, for some of you, it could have to do with higher education. Others, it could have to do with foreign land, foreign travel, dealing with people from other cultures. It's also the house of negotiating, marketing, advertising, launching, publishing, in-laws. 9th house is a lot of stuff going on, right? So there's going to be some sort of change in that area. Now, when we have Mercury retrograde, it doesn't actually mean that anything stops or goes backwards or anything like that, right? Mercury does rule our mind, what we're thinking, our ability to communicate. And so really what Mercury retrograde is our need to sort of reprocess, right? Filter through things that we're going to say, filter through our thoughts, think about things more clearly, more carefully, revisit, reevaluate, reassess, whatever it is, right? Whatever is going on in this area. So now the fact that you have it sitting in this square with this 9th house, there might be, and Mercury retrograde being in the 6th house, which has to do with work, the people that work for you, your boss, your work environment. It also has to do with your day-to-day, as well as your mental, physical, and emotional health. It also has to do with your pets. So when we have a square, there's this tension here, right? So Mercury, right, this ability to think, communicate, and be able to move forward effectively is in tension with these ideas that are presented in the 9th house. So the way this can show up is maybe waiting for some communication to come in about a job in higher education, or feeling like the communication is just not very on point with maybe your teachers if you're in school, or feeling like there needs to be this renegotiation when it comes to advertising, marketing, launching something, publishing something, getting something off the ground. It could even have to do with basic negotiation having to do with any sort of legal issue as well. So there might be some challenge there. Now, Mercury retrograde is also trining Jupiter in the 10th house, which is really great, because while you might be dealing with this frustration as far as that negotiation, Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion and truth, is hanging out in your 10th house of career, public reputation, standing in the world, and long-term goals. So whatever it is that you're marinating, right, in this Mercury retrograde, whatever it is that you're reviewing, reassessing, going over in your mind, it's in a beautiful alignment with this Jupiter energy in the 10th. So I feel like a lot of you are thinking very clearly about your future and really trying to manifest your long-term goals. Now, also in the work houses, I do have to say, like the 6th, 10th, and 2nd house, you have the Sun and Mars, right, hanging out in that 6th house. It's trining Saturn in your 10th house and the North Node in your 2nd. So this is a grand trine that's going on here, and this is all in your money houses. It's money and value, right? I mean, that 2nd house is not only money and work and income, but it's your routines, it's your values, it's your work ethic, it's the things that matter to you, right? I mean, that's all 2nd house stuff. 6th house, again, is your day-to-day work environment, and again, your 10th house has to do with your more macro idea of where it is that you see your life going. And when we have a trine, trines are beautiful. It means like everything is sort of like aligning up. So I like this energy for you a lot right now. While the sun is hanging out right where it's hanging out, right? And like that 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 degree mark, I'm really liking for you guys for the end of the month. Though, even though Mercury is retrograde, it doesn't matter. Things are still happening. Life doesn't stop just because Mercury goes retrograde, right? So I feel like this is really, really nice for you. Also, that Mercury retrograde is sitting opposite, and it pretty significant. Well, Mars is sitting opposite this Chiron energy. So I have to tell you, it's within a 2-degree orb in your 12th house. And the 12th house rules your subconscious and what it is that you're thinking, you're feeling inside. And to have it sitting opposite this energy of Mars in your 6th house, again, within a 2-degree orb, in that Venus energy, a lot of you may be feeling very first of all, very like, first of all, you have, it's, and Aries is ruled by Mars. So it's almost like Mars is opposing Mars. We did talk about this last week. So I feel some of you might be feeling very tired and sort of like on overdrive in your mental space. But there's this very strong desire to manifest something for yourself. There's no question. And when I say manifest something for yourself, I mean literally bring something into your 3D. Because the 6th house is your day-to-day. It's not only your work environment, right? You really want to be happy, right? I mean, that feeling that, your emotional health is also the 6th house. And Mars is in there. It's like, come on, fresh path, new perspective. Let's go. Let's feel good. Let's do something different. So we have coming into this energy, the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is you really focusing on being a free spirit, doing what it is that you really, really want to do. Now, this doesn't mean you throw caution to the wind and you like go join a commune somewhere. This is about you not selling yourself out or selling yourself short, going after what you want, but you don't want to allow the idea of you needing to be more perfect in order to get into something to get in your way, because you have everything that you need to make something happen for yourself, right? So no feelings of vulnerability, insecurity, like squash those. But in the same way, you also want to make sure that you're not viewing something as needing to be perfect before you pull the trigger on something as well, right? But this is this idea coming into this energy. Where you're at right now is this Knight of Pentacles. This is where you're at right now. Really trying to be very smart with whatever you invest your time and your energy in. And really needing to be very consistent in your efforts, because this is a Leo and Virgo energy. So this is very much about increasing your prosperity, financial growth, a good investment regarding any business venture or with a partner, a business partner, or even an intimate partner, like buying a house, starting a business maybe with somebody, but just increasing your money or connection, right? This is an energy that's coming into you, but you may have to work a lot harder than you are right now in order for you to have that happen, or in order for you to have that in a way where you're feeling stable and secure. The challenge in you being able to manifest that is the 5 of Pentacles. Look at this beautiful card. Yeah. 5 of Pentacles is more of a psychological card as well, right? I mean, this is feeling this sort of scarcity mindset where you perhaps feel like that your resources are being tested, or you're at least having a fear of financial issues. Some of you may be fearing losing the security of your home, but it could also be because Pentacles is not only coins are not only money, it's mental, physical, and emotional connection. So some of you may be dealing with the pain of a breakup, or the pain of somebody passing away, or dealing with the fallout of something having to do like with that. You have a lot more support than you realize right now, but it's feeling this level of disconnect. So with the Knight of Pentacles, I almost feel like, Taurus, you really very much want to put all your energy into something, but you're not sure if you are, I want to say this, if you're involved with the right people, because I'm feeling like, okay, if it has to do with relationship, is this the right connection for you at the end of the day? Are you guys connected in the way that makes you feel really satisfied? Are you feeling connected enough to your work? Are you thinking about maybe pulling the trigger on something having to do with launching some sort of new project or new area of employment, but you feeling like, oh, I'm not sure if I'm really actually going to connect with it, right? So but I feel like it's more like, if I put this in, what am I going to get out of it? Not that you're doing anything to get something out of it, but you're sort of weighing. I'm almost getting this this weighing energy, right? Is it going to be worth it for me in the end? I'm almost getting like a hangman energy. Did the hangman come up anywhere here? No, but that's kind of like what I'm getting. This sort of like, if I continue with this, is it going to be a good thing for me, or am I going to end up getting the lousy ends of the stick sort of thing? So we have the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, definitely a little concerned about the finances here, your security. Some of you may be in a space where you're watching your resources so that you know you have a firm foundation later on. Others of you, if it has nothing to do with money, you're watching your heart. You're protecting yourself because you don't want to get hurt. Some of you may be doing both. You're watching your money and you're watching your heart because you don't want to get swept up in something that you're going to feel potentially like any sort of element of scarcity. I mean, I feel like there's this element of scarcity that's sort of like right under your feet, and that we could feel that in relationship as well. Like, oh, this thing, am I going to end up feeling lonely in this? Am I going to end up? Is it going to end up not working? I feel like a very sort of vulnerable vibe here with whatever it is, whether it has to do with a relationship or work, whatever it is. Okay, and then we have the Hierophant energy as the current situation right now. So the Hierophant is a marriage card. It's also not only marriage, it's committed partnership, right? So, you know, whatever that is for you. But it's also focusing on you progressing your life forward, right? In work, in decision, in direction, whatever it is, right? It's you being very focused on moving forward. But there's another side to that. It's like, what is expected in order to move forward? What needs to be conformed to? What needs to be verbalized as a commitment? You know what I mean? Like, for example, if it has to do with let's just say a relationship, it's like, all right, if there are some challenges, what is needed by you or your partner in order for you each to feel more comfortable in this relationship, right? And really hearing each other, right? And then conforming to that, listening to the expectations, right? Same thing with a job, right? If you're going after a job, you have to be very, very mindful of what's expected. And are you willing to bring whatever is necessary? And remember, the Hierophant in numerology is the temperance energy. And the temperance is about cooperation, moderation, healing, balance, patience. So there's got to be a lot of that going on here, whether it's for a relationship or whether it's for career. There's got to be some balance going on here. Yeah, for sure. And then we have the Lover's energy. Here's the recommended approach. And the Lover's energy in numerology, the other side of that is the Devil energy. The cards actually almost look alike. If you, for those of you who know the cards, if you know the traditional Rider-Waite deck. But it doesn't really matter. What we're talking about here with the Lover's energy is less you running off into the sunset with a bag of money, right? If it has to do with business or with the love of your life or anything like that. It could mean that, but that's not what the energy really does bring out. It brings out this idea that there's a choice that needs to be made. And this is the recommendation for you to look at how valid and how willing are you and the person or people that you're dealing with in your life to balance out any sense of imbalance that might be going on here. Because if you can do that, then you have the blessing of Archangel Raphael. This is a Gemini energy, but it is all about choice, right? Now, going back to the fact that this is the Devil card in numerology, you know, what is the Devil? The Devil is about shackling. It's about imbalance. It's about, you know, it's not only about addiction. I know a lot of readers go straight to the idea of addiction or cheating or whatever. But to think about it, right? Almost anything that anything can create excessive imbalance in a relationship, in a business situation. Whatever it is, maybe somebody's greedy, maybe somebody has narcissistic tendencies, maybe somebody's struggling with anxiety and depression that's gone unchecked and untreated, right? Where it's a problem in the connection, whatever it is, that needs to be looked at. How willing is everyone at the end of the day to really do what's necessary in order to make the situation work? Now, the energy external to you that you're dealing with, we have the Three of Cups. So this is somebody who really wants to have some level of abundance with you. They want to have they want to create something. So this could be a business partner. This could be a romantic partner. They want to build a life with you. They want to create. So maybe they want to create a life with you. They want to buy a home. Maybe they want to create a literal life, like have a child. They want to create something with you, you know. I mean, this is a lovely, lovely energy. It certainly is, right? Because this is a really good energy also for healing. Somebody wants to heal something with you. So that's really positive, actually, because the Lover's energy, it's always that, you know, it's always a bit of a crapshoot where it's like, okay, I'm here with bells and whistles on to actually work through whatever we need to work through, but are they going to be willing as well? And again, they being whoever, you know, however you would be resonating with this. Your challenge here, though, is the Emperor energy. So the Emperor energy, this is Aries, right? Aries is ruled by Mars. This is very much a like take control, leadership energy, definitely an energy also of conforming, having a lot of determination. But guys, this is also about a fresh path with a new perspective. And this is where we pull in the numerology association to the Death card, because the Death card can indicate a possible ending of now keep in mind, this is in your challenge. This is in your challenge. Possible ending of a relationship, if you're in that space, possible ending of a business connection or an avenue of money, and you're just like, that is your challenge, right? Your challenge is in taking the bull by the horn, ending something that maybe is not healthy, or fixing something in a way to make yourself even happier in it, right? It's that kind of thing. That it seems to be like that is a little bit of a challenge for you right now, being able to manifest that for yourself. But I feel like you're going to be working it out, because we have in the near future, we have the Chariot, which is nice. I mean, this is swift progress and change, but in numerology, this is the Tower. So whatever change you weren't willing to make here, whether it's within yourself or within a situation, it's going to be happening here, because the Chariot is about swift progress and change and determination away from something that was not comfortable, that maybe was toxic in your life, or that maybe was not for your highest good. You know, if this has to do with a relationship, this could be some sort of situation is expedited, right? And because the Empress, which is such a positive energy, is clarifying this, I feel like something very positive is right in front of you that's going to incite a lot of growth. So whatever toxic, whatever you're leaving behind, it could just be negative thinking. It could be a negative perspective. It could be being too dug into needing things to be a certain way. Or it could just simply be that you realize you're dealing with an energy who really so badly wants to actually like create something with you, that they're making changes as well. So the way, because the Tower, what does the Tower mean? It means a necessary surrender. It's absolutely necessary as far as how you are relating with someone within a situation. So I see that something ending there that wasn't good, so that there could be this lightness brought. And as far as like career or money, this is quick changes and progress in some sort of business situation, pushing it forward and bringing something to fruition. But whatever it is, it's going to be very exciting, and it's going to bring a very positive manifestation to your finances as well. But you're going to have to work hard. You're going to have to work harder than you've been in order to get this Empress energy. You know, but I feel like this is such like this is sort of like, to me, an energy of like long time coming, because the numerology is both the Hangman and the World. So the World is this goes like a Saturn completed energy, right? It's like lesson learned, right? Been there, done that. I've been working so hard, that kind of energy. Put a lot of energy into it, right? And the Hangman energy with it, though, is always that, but if I go into this, I just want to make sure that I'm not going to end up martyring myself, you know, in order to make something work. Others of you, you're going to realize, wow, I've been selling myself so short up to now. And that right there is the lesson that I've learned. And I'm not settling anymore. I'm not going to settle. And you having it in your mind that whatever it is that you're manifesting for yourself, you're going to manifest what you know damn well is good for you. And if it doesn't feel right, and it's so, this energy that I'm getting, though, is so not about you being overly entrenched in your ego or you having a shred of malice, nothing like that. It's actually more about a beautiful exercise in self-respect and understanding what you need to feel more grounded as you move forward in your life. So I think that's really beautiful, it would seem. It would certainly seem. Now let's pull a couple of cards for those of you who are in relationship and are in separation. You know, those, the general cards, you could always connect those to relationship as well. It's more challenging though, because when we're in separation, it kind of drums up a different sort of energy. So we're just going to pull three quick cards across from 3 different decks. We're going to do the In Separation deck. We're going to do the Island Time Wellness. And then I'll do 3 from my homemade deck and see what... I know we've been together in past lives. I recognize you. You were never a stranger to me. Ooh. Okay. Okay, I know we've been together in past lives. I recognize you. You were never a stranger to me. But that's being clarified by the golden mirror. Self-absorbed narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. And that's being clarified by I'm now feeling the fallout of my actions. Oh, but have they? I don't know. You know, that word narcissist, I'm always very careful with it, because we, you know, people, pretty much anyone, part of human condition could have narcissistic tendencies. We don't have to have all the boxes checked, but we can have several. Because if you're dealing with a full-blown narcissist, this is just a bunch of love bombing that's going on here, right? I mean, it's like, you know, I've known you in a past life. I see what I've done now. I see the error of my ways. And then when you get back with them, it's like the same old, same old. You know what I mean? So you just have to be a little careful of that. Now, if it's just somebody who's very sort of going through a very selfish, self-absorbed period in their life, that doesn't mean they're a narcissist. That just means they're going through a tough period in their life. And now they see the fallout of their actions. I should have believed in you. You always had my best interests at heart. And then we have healing heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. I'm insanely attracted to you. You know, and as I always say, guys, when we're talking about relationships, because they can be, the energies are so enmeshed, the energies don't understand, right? They work with the energy, and because relationship energies are enmeshed, it always could be vice versa. So you might be feeling some of this. They might be feeling some of this. I worry that you've moved on, and this is all in my head. Is it? Do you still think about me? And that's being clarified by camera. Somebody's reminiscing a lot. Yeah, they learned a lot from the past. It does seem like I can't be without you. I can't be with you, rather. I see too much of myself in you, and I don't like myself. So, you know, the fact that we got this one, I feel like this person was just like very self-absorbed because they're very insecure. And the way it manifests in the relationship may not be the most kind or easy to deal with. Let's just say that. They don't like themselves. They want to be with you still. I mean, obviously, they still have a lot of emotions for you besides just being attracted. I feel like they're obviously very attracted to your soul, to your person. And they're feeling very nostalgic about it all. But they don't like themselves. See, that is such a soulmate connection. That's a mirroring kind of thing. That's a seventh house thing, right? It's like, great when we see what we really like about ourselves and other people, but when we see stuff or whatever, and it doesn't even necessarily mean that you're representing or that you're acting out whatever negative energy that they're experiencing, but there might be something about you that kicks off a trigger, a memory in them that makes them feel small and vulnerable or bad or restless or martyred, where they feel like they're sacrificing themselves. You may not be doing anything at all. You understand what I mean? So that's the energy that I'm getting here. But it does look like somebody does want to reach out to you. They're feeling very vulnerable. That's what I'm feeling here, my friends. I hope this was helpful in some way. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.